everyone. Welcome to this next episode. Oh, God, I'm so awkward. Welcome to the next episode of Anime First Impressions.
Yeah.
Where this time we're talking about Hosuki no Kuni, or Land of the Lustrous. With your hosts, Watashi wa Petra desu.
You can't do...
No, I've established it. It's a thing that I do now. I could say, Watashi wa Petra desu.
Do you want to put that out on the internet?
Watashi wa Petra desu.
Redacted. Redact that. And I'm Elise.
Hi.
Hi.
So this is, where do we even begin? Alright, so let me start with reading the synopses on my anime list.
Sure.
That's what we're gonna do. In the distant future, a new immortal and genderless life form called gems populate the Earth. The 28 gems must fight against the moon dwellers. In the anime, they're called the Lunarians, who attack them regularly to abduct them and turn them into decorations. It's interesting. Each gem is assigned a role, such as a fighter or a medic. Being only 300 years old, Phospholite, or Phos, is the youngest of the gems and has no assignment yet. This article wants to use male pronouns, but I don't know why. They want to help fight the moon dwellers, the Lunarians, but they're too weak and brittle for battle because all of the gems have like a hardness level, like actual gems, and it's like she has the lowest. Doesn't actually have the lowest. What's their name? I just want to use female pronouns. Cinnabar?
I mean, you can just use neutral.
Okay, yeah. Cinnabar, they have the lowest, but we'll get into that. One day the Master of Gems, Congo, they refer to them as animantine. So I think they are a gem.
Oh.
Assigns Foss the task of creating a natural history encyclopedia. Now that sounds absurd, but okay.
Yeah.
So
that does sound absurd when you...
So that's interesting because we didn't know. So all of them are female presenting, but there's the master who is this monk type masculine character, and I guess that's Congo, and I guess he's a gem. He's adamantine, which probably is he's the hardest gem.
Adamantine. Yeah, the adamantine is mine. Genji. Well, let me start off by saying that I love this.
Yeah, this is and we saw the trailer for it. I don't know the whole story. It seemed like this was an idea pitched back in the mid 2000s. And now was an anime. The original pitch was I don't know if it was hand drawn, but it was 2D animation, and this is CGI animation. Now there's a thing in the anime community where it's people really don't like CGI, and it's people can be kind of I said ableist. I meant elitist about 2D versus CGI anime.
It looks so good though.
Yeah, I would say, and the part of that is because CGI often doesn't look very good. Yeah, and the other part of that I think, which I kind of understand, is because I kind of feel this way too sometimes, where it's people don't like the change and degrading the high art of 2D animation. Sure, yeah. Because I'm sure there are people that even don't digitally assisted 2D animation. Because sometimes I feel that way. I've been watching some 90s anime and it looks fantastic, and there are some anime films from the 90s are stunning. Anyway, but yeah, the CGI looks really good. It's I don't know where to start, because a lot of what I think we have to say is that this is an absolutely breathtaking, gorgeous, stunning anime.
It really is. It's the first episode, you see the Lunarians, and I was the first thing that I see them and I'm oh, this is an anime about concepts.
Yeah, I was someone had ideas.
Yeah, someone went into this with ideas. Yeah. Because it's the gems are these beautiful, crystal, femme, but but agender at the same time.
Yeah. They're kind of drawn in, like, a highly, like, bishoujo, like, kind of style. They don't have, like, visible, like, chests or anything.
Mm-hmm. But they still have, like, hips.
Yeah.
And, like, long legs. Well, like, hips in comparison to, like...
the rest of their body.
Yeah.
The proportions, yeah.
Yeah, like, they have a little bit of, like, definition there, and then they have, like, long legs, and they all kind of wear, like, the same, like, uniform with, like, different, like, modifications, and... But yeah, you see the Lunarians, and it's, like... they're just as beautiful.
Yeah, they're, like, depicted... I'll just, like, show an image.
Yeah,
because I don't know, like, what exactly...
they're probably not anything exactly, which is, like, maybe problematic. But I don't know, they look like Indian, like, deities.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do, like, or, like, I don't know, like, what... religion. It doesn't matter. They're fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, you know, I don't know if it's problematic. I think, like, there's probably, like with the way that, like, Congo is, like, designed, is probably, like, Hindu or, like, Buddhist.
Yeah. Do you think, like, it has anything to do with, like, the moon? Like, is there, like, a moon goddess in, like, Hindu, maybe?
Maybe. I think it's, like, all very intentional, probably. Like, it's all very, like, specific.
What is this called? Land of the Lustrous?
Yeah, I guess it started out as a manga. Uses by the peer. Oh, the wiki uses they, them.
Yeah,
pronouns.
well, and so did the anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's this cool shot where they, like, slice a head, and the inside of the head looks like a lotus root. It's cool. Yeah. It was in the manga, too.
It is cool.
Yeah.
What I think works so well for this anime is, like, there's a lot of, like... is visual metaphor what I'm thinking of? Because it's all very, like, literal. Mm-hmm. It's like the visuals... or is that what a visual metaphor is?
They don't look Indian. They look like Buddha.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't look Indian, now that I, like, really look at it.
Yeah.
Like Hindu. They don't look like... I'm sorry for being... ignorant about religions and such.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're just trying.
Yeah. What do you mean the visual metaphor, though?
Well, let me think about it.
Yeah.
What I am, like, captivated by is, like, the concept that they're all, like, all these characters are gems.
Yeah.
And, like, it's, like, everything... they do pretty much, like, everything to convey to, like, the viewer that they are gems. It's, like, they have, like, glittery hair and there's, like, they sparkle.
Yeah, and the hair itself, like, it has, like, hair physics, but it looks more like if you were to touch it, it would be, like, in solid pieces.
Yeah, they're, like, lustrous and, like, iridescent and, like, because it's cool because I think that might be, like, why they wanted to do CGI. Because, like, all of the, like, lighting is really fantastic.
Yeah, there's, like, this cool thing where the lighting from their hair, if their hair is long enough, it reflects off of, like, their shoulders or their back.
Yeah, like, light is, like, reflected on their, like, dark uniform in a really beautiful way. And also the sound design is really good.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of, like... the way... so it's, like, the concept of the... I don't know if they have, like, a name, just, like, the gems. Mm-hmm. I also love this because, like, I have to say that it's, like, it's very similar to Steven Universe. Yeah. At least in, like, bare bones, like, concepts, but this is, like... I mean, this takes it in, like, a different direction. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously. So these gems they're similar to the crystal... It's so fun. They're similar to the crystal gems because it's, like, they're gems... they're, like, these gem vessels that, like... are, like, unaging and everlasting. And
have, like, roles and different personalities. I mean, like, these gems don't necessarily seem to have different personalities, like, based on their gems, like the ones in Land of the Lustrous. Mm-hmm. But it seems like they have kind of, like, classes based on their hardness. Yes. And then, like, the harder...
there is a hierarchy.
The harder they are, the, like, better they are for, like, fighting. So, like, the more, like, valuable they are. Yeah. But even in, like, that hierarchy, there's, like, differences that, like, create divides. Mm-hmm. And there's only 28 of them. Yeah, in this little, like, island.
Many. Yeah.
Because in the we watched 3 episodes, and in the second episode, there's, like, this really beautiful animation where they explain, like, where the gems come from. Mm-hmm. And they talk about how, like, it was, like, humanity, like, fled because of something that happened with the moons. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I bet... I'm sorry. It was like they showed the shot of the little island they were on, and it looked like water like had come up, and that like maybe like it used to be like a lot more land. So I wonder if the 6 moons came and like flooded the earth.
Yeah. Yeah, because it was like, did the
I don't remember if they said that or not.
Or more moons came?
We'd have to watch that little scene again.
But that was really cool.
Yeah. I thought I had a point, but...
Well, the point was, like, kind of explaining, like, the lore, which is, like... I think, like, all the organisms that couldn't, like, flee the planet, like, went down to, like, into the ocean, and then, like, the microorganisms, like, consumed them or something, like, they were broken down and then, like, created, like, this new, like, organism, which is, like, the gems, and the gems, like, floated up.
Yeah.
To, like, you know, to the surface,
which is cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's weird.
And I want to know, like, why just the master is, like, this, like, very large, like, man, like, master-looking man.
Yeah.
And then, like, why all the rest of them, like, look, like, none of them vary other than, really, they don't, other than, like, hair and, like, face.
Yeah.
Like, they all have, like, the same, like, form.
Yeah, like, proportions.
So I wonder if it's, like, chosen... Because they seem like they can restructure themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like...
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions that I don't know if maybe it's answered in the manga, that we might not get answers, like, specifics in the anime.
Yeah. But it's interesting. It's like, I think the way... It's like, so they're everlasting, and it's like, if they break, because it's kind of different, like in the crystal gems, it's like they have these forms, but it's all about like they're like actually the gem, right? And this one, it's like they like their bodies like just are made of like gems. So like if they're shattered or broken, if you can assemble the pieces together, then they can be like salvaged and like brought back, essentially. And there's like this doctor character, I don't remember, Rutile, I think is her name.
Oh yeah, because all their names are basically their gems.
Yeah, so Rutile, like, it's kind of interesting. We were, like, trying to figure out, like, how they do it, like, but they just, like, know, like, how to, like, put the pieces back together and, like, piece together the gems.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's, like, so that's kind of, like, the base work of, like, the lore and, like, the concepts that are happening in the show.
And I think we got most of that in, like, the first 2 episodes.
Yeah. So like basically like the story is following like Foss, or like
just call her Foss.
Yeah, Foss. Trying to figure out, we're switching pronouns, it's fine.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah.
Well, they're very clearly like femme in the anime. It's just, but then they're always referred to as they, which I mean obviously that isn't an excuse, like if they were like a real person.
Oh yeah, I know.
I would love to just call them they, though, if I could just get that clear in my head, but it's hard.
Yeah. So Foss is like kind of like bullied by the other gems, and it's like they're looked down upon, and they're trying to find like their place because they're really not built, or not, well, they're not built, but like they're not suited for combat. And so they talk to the master, or Congo, and they kind of give them this like academic, like scientific, or like role, like maybe they can start, you know, like this encyclopedia, which is like seems less of like a useful and more of kind of like a poetic like job that they kind of give to Foss. And
it's funny because I feel like instead of being like, okay, I'll take this job and like just do it, it's like the master like doesn't really give them like any direction. So they just decide to be like, well, I don't really know what like an encyclopedia even is.
Yeah, they don't.
So I'll just like go on a search for like something really incredible to document, and like I'll prove myself that way.
What I like about these characters is that I mean, they're seemingly like so many years old. It's like they don't. A lot of them, like, I don't know if they act, like, logically so much as they act, like, philosophically, kind of, like, if that makes sense. Or at least that's what a lot of the dialogue seems to be, where it's, like, not so much about, like, I don't know, like, their like, way of life is very unclear. It's like they're all just kind of, like, these, like, they're these concepts, and they're just these, like analytical, I don't know, just, like, beings like walking around and just defending themselves against Lunarians.
I think it's interesting because it seems like it's going to be a story about like finding meaning in your life.
Yeah.
And I think stories about finding meaning in your life are very poignant with, like, immortal characters.
Yeah.
So it's like these characters, like, can't die.
Mm.
They're, you know, they can't die. They can be destroyed. Because we learned in the first episode that one of them has been captured and, like, taken and, like, made into, like, weaponries that are then used against the gems themselves.
Yeah, like the Lunarians.
So they're, like, trying to collect, like, all of their pieces to get them back.
Yeah, which is fascinating.
Yeah, and, like, scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and so Foss is, like, trying to figure out, you know, how to, like, go about making this encyclopedia. I'm trying to, like, summarize quickly. Mm-hmm. And they meet Cinnabar. Right? Wasn't that their name? Cinnabar is, like, this other outcast gem who apparently has, like, the least amount of hardness. They're, like, they have, like, these numbers. It's like this a 2. But they're, like, poisonous, and it's, like, all the other gems, like, get energy from sunlight, but, like, Cinnabar
can I, like, look it up and, like, see if, like, Cinnabar
like, anything
actually
about them?
has, like the actual, like, metal or, like, gem. Oh, see, I knew it. It's a form of mercury.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
So, you know, mercury is, like, poisonous.
Oh.
You know, like, silver mercury, like, that used to be in thermometers.
Yeah, okay.
So that makes complete sense.
Mm-hmm.
Bright scarlet to brick red form of mercury sulfide. So it wouldn't be very hard at all. Yeah.
Okay.
So she has, like, or they have this like, silver poison.
Yeah, they do.
That they control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is silver. It looks different because it reflects, like, light. Like, when you see Cinnabar at first, I think it's at, like, sunset. Okay, that makes sense. Because I thought it was, like, a gold or, like, a brass, but I think it is silver. Because then, like, sometimes you'd see, like, the silver puddles. Okay, that's cool. All right. But yeah, and it's like Cinnabar is kind of this outcast, and it's like they can't, like, they don't function, like, alongside the other gems, and it's like they're poisonous, so it's like other gems can't, like, touch them. So it's like they live this just like a very, like, vampiric, like, not really, but, like, kind of, like, you know, like, they just have this, like, what's the word I'm thinking of?
Solitary?
Yeah, this, like, solitary existence, thank you. Like, this solitary, like, night. And Foss is kind of like, you know, I'm trying to find meaning for myself, and I will, like, find meaning for you, and this and that. And different things happen, and Diamond and...
I'm sorry, I just looked up adamantine. It's not real.
Oh, really?
Oh, wait, adamantine spar is a mineral. I'm sorry. Adamantine...
No, it's okay.
Adamantine also refers to, like, the amount of luster a metal or a gem has. Brilliant light adamantine luster, non-metallic, brilliant light reflecting and transmitting properties of minerals.
Crave that mineral.
The light reflecting. Interesting. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Yeah, because I'm also, like, curious about Congo because every other gem has, like, hair, but, like, the like Congo the Master doesn't have hair. But yeah, and basically, like, I mean, there are other gems. Diamond is, like, really, really beautiful. Oh, I love Diamond.
She's so cute.
They're so beautiful. And
Bort.
If it's short for anything, or if that's literally just what a gem is called, just Bort. Yeah, I guess so.
It's cool. They're a fucking, like, goth. They look so good. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so it's like, there is this, like, greater, like, problem at hand that they're all, like, part of and dealing with, but it also feels very, like, character driven.
Yeah, I would say it's character driven. I also am, like, intrigued by the pacing and this, like, the narrative structure, because it doesn't seem to have, like, the structure of, like, a typical anime. It seems like a movie that's been, like, cut up.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
No, because I was gonna say, like,
it's not very episodic.
No, because I was gonna say that, like, I don't really, like, know where it's going, because it kind of doesn't feel like they're setting up enough. I don't know. How do I put my finger on this? It's like,
it's interesting.
It's like when we watched, like, Vanishing Line, it's like I can, like, see where it's going, like where the conflict is going to like go.
Because each episode has like its resolution.
Yeah.
But in Land of the Lustrous, it's like each episode doesn't have its own. There's no like. And to my knowledge, there aren't that many like micro arcs. It's like it's just like going along.
Yeah.
So it's like when an episode ends, it's like things are still like happening and like things haven't been resolved yet. So it's like the next episode just like continues.
I think that's not that uncommon, but it is different. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm into it.
Oh yeah.
Because it definitely makes me want to keep watching.
And I think it kind of adds to there's like a very like poetic feel. I think like visually and because they'll be like, I don't know, like there's really beautiful like animation of like the last episode had like a really beautiful sequence of just like Diamond like running.
The like movement and choreography is like so interesting and like highly aestheticized and beautiful. Because it's like, it makes sense to me because like they're using CGI. So it's like you have... I think they're, like, doing the most with the medium, which I think not a lot of anime has done before with CGI, because I think a lot of the time CGI is used, like, for visual effects or to, like, you know, for, like, the ease of modeling, like, mechanical things instead of having to hand draw it. But in this, I find that, like, the CGI is, like, it's used to, like, bring the most out of representing, like, the gems and stuff, and, like, it has good, like, lighting, and, like, the environments are beautiful, but it's also, like, all of the gems have these really complicated and, like, intricate, like, animations because, like, you know, people don't have to, like, sit and, like, you know, fucking for hours. I mean, the animation is, like, unbelievable, right? But it's, like, I think it's, like, they're able to kind of achieve more complicated, like, movements and, like, choreography because, you know, they don't have to, like, budget people having to hand draw all of it. So it's, a lot of it, I don't know, yes.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's so interesting. It's like, I don't know, like, really what I have to say because I just, we're so in love with this. I don't really know what there is.
I would say, like, definitely, like, watch the first episode.
Yeah.
And then the second episode was really good, too. I mean, like, I just think if you're curious, like, you should definitely give it a try. And I couldn't tell you or not, but like it smells of gay. Yeah,
so what I was gonna say was like I think it's and I kind of I mean like I'm sure we knew like when we saw this we're like, okay, why, you know, this is like kind of a breath of fresh air in terms of like the anime climate of like things that are going on right now because it's very like femme centric and like not like fan service or like male gaze centric. At least, I mean, there might be like traces of it, but it's really like, I don't know.
I really don't think so.
I don't think so. It seems very like just sapphic and like just like women.
I agree.
Even though they're like non-gendered, obviously, but they're like female presenting.
Well, for me, it's like there was just like scenes where, and I know that like part of it is like I'm kind of looking for it because I'm interested to see if they're doing it, but it's like there are scenes between, you know, like between some of the gems that I'm just like, oh, like she cares for her,
because a lot of them are like paired together,
or like she cares for them, and like like Diamond and Bort, and then like Cinnabar and like Foss. I'm like, ooh, there's like emotional like tension, which can be like would be really interesting if they did something with.
Oh yeah,
I hope they do. If not, it's still really cute, and there's enough potential there for like shipping and stuff.
It's just like so stunning.
Cute.
I feel
the voice acting is good.
The voice acting is really good. I really like Foss's voice. There's something about their voice that is like...
She's cheeky. She's cute.
Yeah, there's like something about it's like... Because a lot of anime voices like sound the same or they have like similar tropes. But like Foss's voice it seems like fresh to me.
Yeah,
which
does
I'm
it?
into.
Yeah. There's like some ladies with like deeper voices that I like too. I call them ladies. Yeah. There's like some gems with deeper voices.
The way that like Bort is like portrayed is very... God,
yeah, I know,
Bort. So funny.
Well, in the anime it sounds cool because she's like, Bort?
Yeah, like the...
or something
the way that... It's like here, it's like Romanized or whatever here, like a Borutsu.
Yeah,
like the way that they pronounce it, you know, is a little more interesting than like Bort. Like,
Bort.
Like
Just
like
Bort.
an English speech. An English speaker? I'm an English speaker. Yeah, I speaker the English. Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
It's interesting because Bort, like, when I feel like the way that the anime, like, introduces them, they do it in, like, this very gradual way of, like, revealing, like, them, because I feel like you see, like, their hair first, and then it's like you see, like, their body and this and that, and you don't see their face, and it's like you imagine that they're going to be this, like, very high femme, like, person, because they're just, like, this goth with, like, long hair, and then, like, you see them and they have this very, like, kind of like mask and like cold and like,
and she has no like shine in her face, like how Diamond.
Yeah, they're like matte.
I wonder if they took that, like if like they kind of like characterized their shininess based on like the actual like luster of gems.
Oh, I don't know.
Like if Bort is very like dull,
like matte,
and like Diamond is like very lustrous,
and like sparkly, because Diamond is like just radiant.
Yeah, she has like eyelashes and like brows, and they're all like diamond and like shining.
Yeah, like rainbow. It's
and she like
so
glows.
beautiful.
She like shines at night.
Yeah. Love pronouns. Pronouns are hard.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't know, like, what else to say other than I'm so captivated, and I mean, I feel like we've said that.
Are there more episodes out?
There's like, so we've watched 3 episodes. I think there's 4 and 5.
Oh yes,
that we could watch. Yeah, I know. And I'm just really excited about where this is going. And I wonder, like, if it's worth reading the manga. I love, like, the way this is adapted, though, because it's so stunning.
I mean, if we watch this and we feel, like, unfulfilled, we could give the manga.
Yeah,
I never read manga, though. So.
Like, I wonder if the manga maybe, like, goes more in depth about some of the concepts or, like, the lore or this or that. I just feel like, and I know that there are anime where it's, like, the manga is better, but there's, like, just the way that I think the anime breathes, like, life into, like, the visuals of everything. I think like the anime might be like in some ways like superior to the manga. It's just so stunning. So stunning. But it really.
Why did you have to put that in?
I know. I will. But it really is. Like I don't really know what else to say.
It's very lovely. Yeah.
I'm so like enraptured and like inspired by it.
And I mean, I haven't watched a lot of CG anime that I know of, but like it's not very bothersome.
No,
it's very highly like stylized.
Yeah, which I think CG like has to be. I think the last thing that I've seen that was CGI that I was like, okay, this works, was like Bubuki Boranki, the hilarious name. But that is like, I mean, that one, it was a mecha anime, so like the CGI worked. I mean, I thought that anime looked good. I think the consensus was that it looked good too, because it was also very stylized. I mean, it's like, for the most part, I don't know. It's like, I don't really care to go into like a debate between like 2D versus CGI.
Yeah.
But I think the only thing that I would say is that like, if you were going to write off the show that it based on it being CGI, I would consider, I would say to reconsider, because I think it's just so stunning. I'm just going to use that word. Is there a counter? How many times have you used that word?
Yeah. Ding! There's the last one. Yeah.
I've reached the quota.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Well, we gotta have a nicer outro than that. But
Don't me, Mickey.
I hope it's gay.
And
even if it's not, I mean,
even if it's not, I'll make it gay.
Yeah, we'll just through the sapphic lens that we'll apply. Like, I don't really know what else there is to say. It's just...
Watch it.
Yeah, there's no, like, discourse to be had. It's just
not really
lovely and pleasant.
Yeah, because it's not really, like, it's not based in reality.
True.
And, like...
And it's only women.
Yeah. And I mean, like, maybe as it goes on, like, more characters or, like, different things will come to play that, like, might... What
I will say is, like, I feel like we've been saying this about, like, everything that we've watched this season, but, like, there's some body horror that's like weird.
Yeah. In like the 3rd episode.
Yeah, and also like it depends on like how you feel about it. I think it's like fine, but it's like the gems, like their bodies are like, I mean, they're gems, and so it's like they shatter and like shards fall off and they lose limbs and this and that. So it depends on how you feel about that. But 3, there's some like weird. It's like one of them like melts, so it's like there's weird things that happen. So just so you're aware. I always like want to be conscious of like content warning stuff.
Oh, it's also funny.
There's some humor that's good. It's not just like so serious.
Yeah, it's not like poetic and like serious. It's like Foss is like funny, and there was some like really genuinely funny moments. Yeah,
it's interesting because it's not like if I were to describe this like to myself, I would imagine a very like surreal and like dense. What's the word I'm thinking of? Like obtuse? Is that what I'm thinking of? Yeah, like just kind of like here's the poetry and like the metaphor and the drama. But it's just very like easy to get into because it is character driven. And all of the characters are like pretty like transparent for the most part. And so I think it's like
I almost cried like in every episode.
It's emotional, yeah. The characters are so genuine, and they have a lot of emotion. So it's cool. Just really fantastic.
Yes.
And I hope that you would watch it. And I think if you're
A+ so far,
please, you should probably watch it because I think you might really enjoy it and get something out of it. But yeah, until next time.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please like, comment, and subscribe.
If you'd like to see our channel grow, why not tell your friends about us?
We are pretty cool, but we won't tell you what to do.
See you in the next episode.
Stay wicked!